Alright y'all, what's up? It's your boy 3 Short Star here, back at again with another video, and today we're gonna be doing another One Piece discussion. And yeah, we're gonna be doing on devil fruit counters and how do they work, and yeah, and let's get into it. Alright then, first thing first is devil fruit counters, and devil fruit counters are pretty simple. Like if you think about it, it's pretty much just two devil fruit users going at it and one of them trying to counter the other ability. And usually they cancel out each other, but sometimes it's kind of one-sided where one devil fruit is countering the other devil fruit. And yeah, it's like a bunch of examples throughout the story of like devil fruit users countering each other or just that one ability. And yeah, and it's kind of hard to counter a zoan fruit. You really can't counter a zoan fruit. The only thing you can do is pretty much just like a certain ability that it gives you. You can counter that, but you can't counter the actual zoan fruit. And yeah, and then like one example is Ace versus Caesar, and theoretically Caesar should be able to counter Ace by, like, you know, Ace got the flame fruit, the Mary no me, and Caesar got the gas fruit. So Caesar can easily beat Ace by just taking all the oxygen out the air. Then Ace won't be able to combust into fire. So that's what I mean by counters. And yeah, and then like Mr. One versus Buggy. Mr. One got a fruit where he can turn his body into blades, and Buggy got the chop fruit. So pretty much Buggy fruit counters Mr. One fruit ability. Yeah. And then like also Eric the dude that got the coming on me versus Buggy the clown. Eric can throw wind blades at you from his fingernails. So pretty much Buggy fruit will just easily counter these, just like he countered Mr. One abilities. And yeah, and then also like a famous one is like Luffy versus Enel. And you know how Enel got the electricity fruit, and Luffy got the rubber fruit. So pretty much his electricity can't travel through rubber. So pretty much Enel fruit was practically useless against Luffy fruit. And yeah, and like throughout the whole battle, no matter what Enel did, like how strong his attack was, it did not affect Luffy. Luffy just said it tickled a little bit, you know. And yeah, and then also a fight that should theoretically be a counter is Kizaru versus Brule. And the Pika no Mi versus her mirror fruit. Theoretically, every time Kizaru throw shoot a laser beam at her, it should bounce off her mirrors and reflect back at him theoretically. And I know her fruit really don't really work like that, but it should theoretically counter his fruit. And yeah, and then also Doflamingo fruit versus Buggy fruit. Like just imagine Doflamingo trying to cut Buggy in half with his screens. It pretty much won't work because Buggy got the chop fruit, and it's a few other devil fruits where Buggy fruit can counter their fruit, because Buggy fruit is pretty much immune to every slicing attack, so he can counter any slicing ability unless you like got ornament haki with it. If you got ornament haki with it, then you can cut him, but if you don't got ornament haki, you practically lose that whole fight. And yeah, and then like I said, like Doflamingo versus Buggy the Clown, he wouldn't be able to cut him, but the one exception for Doflamingo is Doflamingo got a devil fruit awakening, so he can do piercing attacks too. He just don't have to do slicing attacks. He can also do piercing. So once Doflamingo pierce Buggy the Clown, I think Buggy will get hurt, because they really never explained if Buggy fruit can survive against piercing attacks. He pretty much doesn't survive against like slicing attacks, and it's the opposite for Luffy. Luffy can survive like blunt attacks, and then he can't survive slicing attacks. And yeah, and then another one is that was kind of recently was Luffy versus Katakuri, and pretty much with like throughout this whole fight, Katakuri was practically countering every ability that Luffy threw at him. Cause like if Luffy tried to go, like when Luffy went Snake Man and he was really fast, Katakuri used his donut to speed up and get at Luffy's speed. So that's what I mean by like that. And then also like it was just a bunch of different attacks where Katakuri just kept countering him. And yeah, and it's a difference between Devil Fruit superiority and Devil Fruit counters. It like somebody Devil Fruit can be superior to yours, but they don't mean they can counter your abilities. And just because you can counter and then like it's the opposite. Just because you can counter their ability doesn't mean your fruit is superior to theirs. Like some people might say Katakuri fruit is superior to Luffy fruit, and it might be true, but it's like it really doesn't apply because Luffy and Katakuri fruits are two different elements, and Luffy fruit is rubber and Katakuri fruit is mochi. So they really don't like, you really can't be like my fruit is superior to yours because it's two different things. But Katakuri can counter him. And that's what I mean by that. And yeah, and like that's pretty much it for Devil Fruit counters. And yeah, y'all already know, hit the like button, drop a comment about Devil Fruit counters or whatever questions you got for me. And yeah, and it's your boy 3 Sweat Style, and I'm out.
To the tune, till I'm dead. Don't want room in my Cuba, I don't want French. To the tune, till I'm dead. Don't want room in my Cuba, I don't want French. You was acting like you don't remember me, keep the same energy.